Hello lovely viewers, you are warmly welcome to Steady Right Hub. In today's video, we are here to discuss with you the full concept of production possibilities frontier. My previous video discussed some key concepts that are related to the production possibilities frontier. In that video, we looked at scarcity, resource, choice, opportunity cost, and trade-off, and other related concepts. You can find that video at the end screen of this presentation. This video basically discusses what production possibility frontier is and its assumptions, its limitations, and how production possibility frontier is related to scarcity, opportunity cost, growth, inefficiency, efficiency, contraction, how it predicts a country's economy and even a company's growth. Production possibility frontier is abbreviated as PPF or PPC. PPF means production possibilities frontier and PPC means production possibilities curve. They all mean the same thing. Now, what is production possibilities frontier or production possibility curve? It is basically a graphical representation of the maximum possible output combinations of two goods that can be produced with a given limited resources. And we can say that these resources, as treated in our previous video, can be in the form of land, can be in the form of labor, capital, or technology. This means that the production possibility frontier is just a graphical representation. When we say a graphical representation, we mean it can be in a form of graph that shows combinations of output. The production possibility concept is a very important concept that helps to illustrate the concept of scarcity, trade-off, opportunity cost, efficiency, inefficiency, economic growth, and contraction. And you can find definitions of these concepts in my previous video, which can be found at the end screen of this video. Production possibility frontier is one of the most primary concepts that helps in production and allocation of resources. This is because it helps producers to know how to combine resources to get a maximum production of two goods. So it helps producers to allocate resources efficiently. Production operates at optimal amount of productive efficiency. So it means that production should always be at maximum and there should be efficiency. Efficiency means that putting all resources available at work to produce goods and services. It also assumes that production of any one commodity will increase if the production of the other commodity decreases due to limited resources. So this concept assumes that you can only maximize one good only if you reduce the other good to meet the demand of consumers. The limitations of this concept is that it is not applicable to a company that produces more than two different products. This concept does not apply to such economy or such company, which means that you cannot use the concept of production possibility curve to predict for companies that produce more goods. It also assumes that technology is constant. Why do we say that? The concept actually assumes that there is no other technology or company use only one technology to produce these two goods. Even though other technologies may help in producing that good, this concept actually assumes that technology is constant. How is scarcity related to PPF? Scarcity is actually illustrated by PPF itself in the sense that the PPF shows that there is a limit to what one can produce with finite resource. So because we have unlimited wants and we have limited resource, we just have a limit to what we can produce because our resources are limited. Irrespective of the fact that we have unlimited wants, our resources are also limited. So the PPF helps to illustrate scarcity in a way that companies only have limited resources and they can produce just two goods. So how to combine resources to get a maximum of these two as an illustration of scarcity. How is the production possibility curve related to opportunity cost? The shape of the opportunity cost itself is an illustration to predict whether a producer has an increasing or a decreasing or even a constant opportunity cost. My next video will talk about how to plot and how to draw the production possibility curve. But how does production possibility curve illustrate efficiency? We mean efficiency when there is full employment of resources in the production process, and it is indicated as a point on the production possibility curve. To take note of this, efficiency do not mean growth. Efficiency only means that we are employing all resources into production. There might be other resources lying idle without being used for production, and that comes in when there is inefficiency. So inefficiency is simply the underemployment of resources in production. When we have other resources lying down idle while we are producing, or when we don't put some resources into production, that is an indication of inefficiency. And inefficiency is indicated as a point in the interior of the production curve. So any production inside or at the interior of the curve is an indication of inefficiency, because we have other resources that we may put into production to increase or to even maximize our production, but we are not using them. Let's say that there are a lot of labor in the economy and the economy is not using the available labor force for production. It's an indication of inefficiency. Growth is an increase in an economy's ability to produce goods and services over a period of time. When an economy is able to produce goods and services over a period of time, or when an economy increases its production, and this comes as a result of an improvement in technology. It can also mean that labor force has been improved or skills have been improved, and this all may bring about an increase in an economy's ability to produce more goods over a period of time. On the other hand, contraction is a decrease in an economy's ability to produce goods and services over a period of time. This can be as a result of the inability to allocate resources for production. It can also be as a result of natural disasters, unforeseen circumstances in the economy that may reduce the ability of production. This video has discussed what the production possibility curve actually means, and we've seen that it's a graphical representation of the combinations of goods and services, and these goods are just two goods. It has also helped us to know how scarcity, opportunity cost, efficiency, inefficiency, growth, and contraction are all indicated by the production possibilities curve. We've seen that each point on the PPF indicates how an economy is at its most efficient. An economy is said to be in its maximum or optimal state when it has everything enough for production. My next video discusses the shape of the PPF and how it is plotted on the graph. We will also talk about how the points on the curve are interpreted, what also causes the shifts in the curve, and possibly look at how the shifts are and the indications of the shifts in the production possibilities curve. Thank you for spending time with Steady Right Hub. Kindly subscribe, share, like, and comment our videos. We have a focus group discussion ongoing. The link for this focus group discussion has been shared on the comment section. You can just use the link to join our WhatsApp group for more discussions on economic problems and more economic discussions with your colleagues and other tutors on the channel.